Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday the 3rd of February, end of another week. We've got some new mods, some more mods, and some updates. The map Riverside 22 by Missy B has had an update. That just says, where are we? Changelog 1.2.5.0 just says fixed bunkers. Doesn't say anything about requiring a new save game for that. The underfloor storage for, is it for bulk products? For bulk materials or liquids by Zodelzocht has had an update, and the farmhouses by Bartson V3 have also had an update. I'm going to start with this. This is the Lizard CTH 100 by Thomas96 Modding, Arator 24. 2.77 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. It is a trailed lifter for all intents and purposes. It does say in the description, designed for smaller vehicles or vehicles that don't have a lifter, a 3-point link for all intents and purposes, or a way of lifting up off the ground, that kind of thing. The picture it shows on the mods hub is of a little tracked Fiat 605C. Now, the reason I'm showing it here and not out on the field is that's obviously a mod. I haven't got that installed, so I thought, okay, well, I'll go with the base game small tractors. They have all got links on them, but that's not a problem. We can still give it a go. Here's the thing. This one is the Volvo Crabat. You can have it in different versions. We've got the Zator, the little Zator, and then we've got the Porsche Diesel Junior. These two wouldn't hook up to it at all. This one did. So it's going to be a bit hit and miss. You might not have this installed. You might not have, because wasn't this one you had to purchase? I'm trying to remember now. I also tried, because there is an option to change the hitch heights. So I went for the low hitch height as well as the high hitch height. And these two wouldn't hook up. So it may be a bit hit and miss what you can hook up to it. Then on the back, you've got your 3-point link, which means you can hook ploughs and bits and bobs. There's no PTO or anything like that. So it won't be PTO-driven bits of equipment, but things like cultivators, ploughs, subsoilers, that sort of stuff. You should be able to use. So you'll find it under Tools and Miscellaneous, 6,500. Slot comes down from 3 to 1. We can have red and white, red, blue and red, light blue and orange, water green, back to red and white. Then on the back we've got spacings for attachments of 40 centimetre, 50 centimetres, 80, 85, 90, back to 40. I think I went for... So either 50 or 80 I went for, and I haven't had a problem hooking things up. Then you've got attachments on the sides. You've got the little ball spherical skull. You've got original, or you've got quick hooks underneath. Then you've got, like I said, on the front you've got attachment high, medium, or low. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a different colour just to make sure we can tell. I'm going to get one on medium as well, just in case. Like I said, I don't want to do the mod a disservice, so let's see if we can do it with the mid. Super speedy. Yeah, doesn't want to hook up to that at all. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of trial and error, depending on what it is you want to use it with, if you want to use it. Let's hook up the little Junior. There you go. Hooks up to that one. So L1 and right stick up and down. So we can raise and lower your attachment up and down like so. And then, for example, little subsoiler. You can lower the whole lot down once it's at the right level. So you can drop it down to there, then lower it into the ground, and away you go. That is it for all intents and purposes. But like I say, it's puzzling why it won't hook up to certain ones. Like I say, there's going to be a very specific list of vehicles I would imagine it's going to hook up to. Anyway, moving on from there, we have this, the medium metal machine haul by Vertex, design 9.25 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, 156,000 to buy. You find it under build mode and sheds, gates and doors. Well, I say roll up doors, gates, it says gate, open and close gate, but as always with Vertex design stuff, really nicely designed and detailed. There's no light switches on the wall, but when you come into the middle it says turn on shed lights, L3 and bomb. Wall lights as well, nice and bright when it's all on, with the nice lighting coming in from the roof and the windows as well during daylight hours. It's a bit of a cavern, really. Nice building, nicely made, nicely detailed. We do have, actually, I was going to show, got little switches there for the doors and stuff on the inside as well. Lovely. The medium metal machine hall by Vertex Design. And next we've got the shed pack by Lancyboi. There are 4 in this pack. We've got the, actually it's 25.62 megabytes download, let's just say that first. We've got 4, so we'll start here. We've got the no wall shed, 8 slots. Shed, 9 slots. Bale shed, 9 slots. And then we've got the shed with garage, which is 40 slots. These you'll all find under sheds. This one you'll find under tools because it's got a workshop trigger down the side. These don't have lighting on them at all. I do like the design of this. Again, same with like Vertex design. Lancyboi's sheds and buildings mods and stuff, top notch normally. I'm not saying these aren't. I'm saying they're usually top notch. Nice open section underneath to allow circulation of air, depending on what you're going to be putting in here. Next one, walled in at the bottom. Nicely detailed. I do like the old sort of the slapdash mortar in between the bricks and stuff. It's pretty cool. But anyway, vehicles, machinery, bales, anything you like. This one is specifically bales, sheltered on 2 sides but open to allow airflow, and on 2 sides walled so you can put your bales and stuff right in. Still allows air to move so things don't get damp and rotten and mouldy and that kind of stuff. Big old building, plenty of space in it. Lovely. What prices? I think we'll check in just a second. I'm sure it's 20 grand, 20 grand, 40 grand. This one I can't remember. We'll have to double check, but that's not a problem. So this one, big old shed storage space in here. This is the same. We come in middle of the shed, turn on the shed lights. Now, to turn on the lights of the workshop next door, you need to turn them on in here. I couldn't find a light switch in there and didn't get this option in there. So we'll close that on the way out. So come around the side. It depends which direction you place this in. If you place it obviously one way around, you've got the access to the workshop at the front, but then that's at the back. Or if you have that at the front, then the workshop's at the back. It's entirely up to you. So as you can see, our lights are on. If I go into the middle of the room, nothing comes up for light, so it's all done from the other side. I did also check over here. We've got a workshop trigger at the back here for doing maintenance and repair. So you'll find these under build mode. Sheds first of all then. The machine hall we just looked at was there, 156 grand. That was the one over there. Then we've got these ones. Let's zoom out. So that one there was the no wall shed, 20 grand. That one there is the shed which had side walls. That one there is the bale shed. It was 40 grand, it was right. Then if we come from there and go to tools, 80 grand, there we go. Shed with garage, 80 grand. Stock count comes down from 40, that's that was, yeah, 40 down to 2. Very nice pack of buildings by Lancyboi. Moving on from there, we have this. This is the Lizard Roller by DoxoMatixo. It's 2.59 megabytes to download. 3 slots on console, 3.5 meters wide, and requires 90 horsepower. We can change the color of it, I think. I didn't write down no options, so I think we can. Now here's the weird thing. The pictures on the mod hub show this drawbar either up like this, and you can attach it 3-point link onto the back of the tractor directly, or there's a picture of that drawbar down and it being pulled along like that. I can't get that drawbar to drop. I've hooked up to it. I thought maybe there'd be an option to lower drawbar or detach, or I can't. I'm sure someone will work it out. Maybe that's on PC. It might be that hasn't transferred over to controller options, maybe. You'll find it under rollers, 5,500. Slot count comes down to 1. Options, yeah, we can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like that. So, Let's grab that because it's got low-ish horsepower. So when you back up to it, sometimes with ones like this, if you get to sort of there, if it has got a drawbar one, it will allow you to hook up, then drop the drawbar, but nothing comes up. So if, like me, you've been spending ages trying to work out, under L1, I've got lower roller, R1, nothing, L1, R1, nothing. I tried coming at it from either side, I've tried coming at it from the other way round. I personally just can't get that drawbar to drop. Anyway, if I lower the roller, it will still operate as a roller. Pre-seeding, post-seeding, or if you want to get small stones pushed into the ground, you can use it for that. Post-seeding, you get your bonus, 5% yield bonus for doing it. 3.5 metre wide lizard roller by DoxoMatixo. I'm just going to drop that off and whiz over here, because next we've got, now this is peculiar, again on the website it says this is the Lizard LR80 by Gian FS, 3.3 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, 1.6 meters wide, 80 horsepower required. It's a rear attaching side mower. If you go into the actual store, it says, what did that say? That says RL80. So one says LR80, that says RL80. Either way round, it still does the same thing. It's a mower. Now this doesn't fold up, this one. I've got lower mower and turn on mower. There's no folding of this, so it just stays in that position. Basically just follows on the ground, bounces along. It's got a little skid plate on the side of it. When you're done, turn it off, lift it up. Off you go. Fairly straightforward, that one. Actually, I'm going to turn that back on again. So I want to see the belts going. Nice animation with the PTO. Belts and blades. Cool. This you'll find under mowers, out on the end. Oh, did I show this? No, 5,500. Stickers, we can have stickers, the black stickers, white stickers, or no stickers at all. Main colour, anything on that palette. I went for the blue because it was a little bit different, but anything on that palette. That's the Lizard LR80 or RL80, whichever round you'd rather. Next, we have got this, the AgroMash PD30. This is 8.06 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, 3 meters wide by JMZ and VNSFDG2. This is a subsoiler, so it should give you ploughed state with a cultivated look. Normally is what happens with a subsoiler. You'll find it then under subsoilers. 15,200, 240 horsepower required. Slot count will come down to 1. You can have it as it is like that, frame without frame for lights, with frame for lights. You can have it at the front with 5 teeth or 7 teeth. Those are your options. Jump in, start this up, hook it up. Now, we can unfold it by doing that. Put the sides down. Now, interestingly, under L1, and it's got the options there, like you have on boom sprayers sometimes for movement either left and right and up and down. But I've only got one of those will work. If I go up and down, I can raise and lower that section. Again, for a bit of sort of more immersion to what you're doing. Side to side, I've got nothing. I can't find anything else that's moving. I've only got that going up and down. Could be the tractor I'm using, but it's weird it's giving me that extra option. Anyway, regardless of that, if we lower it down, and I can still... that's doing from there. Now it's lowered. Oh, it's giving me an adjustment there on the hitch. So I can get more of a manual adjustment. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's because I was trying to do it while it was still lifted. Once you lower it, then you get that movement side to side, and that one up and down. Cool. Ah, that's because I'm on a section. It's already been cultivated. Genius move, MrSealyp. I've done that before with subsoilers, haven't I? Let's drop that down and do it again, shall we? So there we go. We are subsoiling, which means it is ploughing what it's doing, but then it gives you a cultivated state. Does have lights, does have indicators, should have reverse lights, there we go. Not that you'd really want to be reversing one of these, but when you're doing it like that you can, but when it's in the ground, probably not so much. Hold that back up again, there you go. That's the AgroMash PD30 by JMZVNSFDG2. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, potentially for this week. It depends. I think last week we had, was it 3 maps on Friday? Was it 3 on Friday? We had loads, didn't we? Anyway, so no maps today. It should be a slightly quieter weekend. But finishing off, we have got this, the new Holland W190D by NicoPix. This is 25.6 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. Making a welcome return. It's a nice looking mod, this one. A few different tyre options with the various different brands. As you can see, we've got a twin, but it's a standard with a narrow. Some of the options do have twins at the front, some have twins all around. Anyway, we'll have a look. And some colour options too. Nice mod. Under vehicles, under wheel loaders. Now, the good thing about this as well, if we look at prices here, 106 horsepower for the Taurian, 114,500. 180 grand will get you 167 horsepower, and then 248 grand will get you 224 horsepower on the standard class ones. If we go on to the end, the W190D, 176 grand gets you 234 horsepower straight out of the gate. Not bad at all. Slot count comes down to 1. So we've got the option of a beacon, no, or yes. We can fiddle around with those in a moment, which we will do when we get down to the option. And we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back. Under Trelleborg, we have got. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the rim colour so you can see. Let's go with that, because we have got weights on there and it's hard to see them. So under Trelleborg, start with standard. There we go, you can see the weights now. So the front twins, then you've got the narrow twin, narrow twins, back to standard. Right, Michelin. Continental. Mitas. BKT. One of these has got an extra one somewhere. Oh, there. So we've got twin wheels all the way around on that one. Plus a standard 2. I do like that. That more knobbly looking tyre. That's quite cool under BKT. Vredestein. Nokian. The Ground King's pretty cool as well. Back to Trelleborg again. Windows decoration. You can have the decal, the New Holland decal on the window. I put it on, but I'll be honest, it does limit your view when you raise the whole boom up. So that could be a decision point to think about if you have the decal on. Location of beacons. You can have front of the cab or rear of the cab. And then beacon type, standard or LED. So I said there'd be more options for the beacons. Then we can change the main colour to anything on that palette whatsoever. That's a bit of a peculiar one, but. And then rim colour we've just changed as well, but we can change the rim colour as well. And there's a license plate option on there too. So let's hop in. Lights. I went for beacons at the rear. Or beacons, the LEDs at the rear, sorry. So if you'd rather rotating beacons, you want the ones that stand up a little bit taller. But it works just like a regular old wheel loader. We do have on this one as well, under L1, R1 and left stick side side. Door opens all the way back, like that. From in cab. And you see what I mean about the decal? So if I raise the boom up, let's attach that to that. if I go right the way up and get to that point there, I mean, admittedly, it's probably beyond that anyway, but it does limit your view a little bit, so it may be something that will aid in your decision making. Sounds good, looks good. Nice one to finish the week on that. That's the New Holland W190D by NicoPix. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. I will finish this Friday off with my usual. Don't forget about MrSealyp merch. I say my usual. I should be doing it more usually. MrSealyp merch, links in the description. And Gportal, if you're looking for an affordable server or server provider. My next Let's Play, we've got something a little bit different coming up at some point during it, and I'm going to be using the server for the Let's Play. So the Gportal link's there. If you're looking for an affordable server, you get a discount if you use my link in the description. All that being said, whatever you choose to do out of all of that, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thanks for watching.